lesson, we're investigating how heating and cooling can have an effect on different materials. Check out the video of the artist blowing glass. What do you notice? How can you describe the glass when it's been heated? How is the glass in the video different than glass that you've seen before? In this activity, you'll be testing the effects of heat on different materials. To test the effects of heat on materials, you will use clay, a cup of ice, and a thermometer. Before we start testing heat and materials, let's make a prediction. How will a small amount of heat change some properties of clay and ice? Share your prediction with your small group, then select Continue. First, you'll measure the temperature of the clay. Very gently, press the clay onto the bulb end of the thermometer. Let the thermometer adjust to the temperature of the clay for about 20 seconds. Record the temperature in the data table. When you're finished, select Continue. Carefully remove the thermometer from the clay. Observe the clay. Record other properties of the clay in the table. What does the clay look like? What does the clay feel like? When you're finished recording, select Continue. Follow your teacher's instructions. Warm the clay using your hands for 2 minutes straight. Keep the clay moving by rolling it around in your palms and squeezing it. When your teacher instructs you, stop warming the clay and measure its temperature. Remember to gently press the clay onto the thermometer so that it does not crack. Let the clay sit on the thermometer for 20 seconds. After 20 seconds, read the measurement on the thermometer. Record the temperature in the table. Then, make observations using your sense of sight and touch. What does the clay look like now compared to when you first observed it? How does the clay feel now compared to how it felt before? Add these observations to your data table. When you have recorded your data, select Continue. Next, you'll investigate the effects of heat on ice. Measure the temperature of the cup of ice. Slide the thermometer gently into the cup. Let the thermometer sit in the ice until the temperature stops changing. Record the temperature in the data table, then select Continue. Next, observe the ice with your sense of touch and sight. Describe your observations in the table, then select Continue. Set the cup of ice in a sunny spot where it will not get moved or spilled. Let the cup of ice sit in this spot for 1 day. After 1 day, measure and record the temperature. Use your sense of sight and touch to collect data. Record your observations in the table. When you are finished recording, select Continue. Next, use your data to complete the Communicate Information section.